Hi and welcome to another gaming video, and in today's video I want to talk about Hex-Flow Launcher for the PlayStation Vita. Now I love my Vita, but I'm not a big fan of the bubble interface that Sony uses on it. If you've got a lot of stuff on your Vita, then it makes it clunky and hard to navigate through. So I thought, well, I'll put mine into bubble folders. Makes it easier. I can sort of categorize games into certain categories. That's great, but each bubble only holds 10 icons, so it's not the best of interface. So I was looking around for an alternative UI or an alternative launcher, and I came across Hex-Flow. It's a 3D sort of cover flow style launcher, and it's fantastic. So I'm now going to load it up here. There we go, and it just brings that whole sort of cover flow idea to the Vita, and as you can see, you can just go through each game and scroll through, and it's far more intuitive than what Sony was giving. I remember this sort of cover flow thing coming in with Apple a few years ago. Everyone was wowed about it, iTunes cover flow, and it just seems like it's a fantastic idea. Lots of people have taken it on, and this one in particular, Hex-Flow Launcher, is a great alternative to Sony's. Apart from the fact that it's still not as stable as it could be. I was going in and changing the categories on some of the games, and it crashed my Vita. And looking around, that is a bit of a common problem. If you got lots of games, you can organise them into different categories. So you can put your Vita games in a category, PSP games, PS1 games, and homebrew, and the CoverFlow launcher will do it for you. But if you want to change that and say, I don't know, one of the games that is for the PSP is sitting in the PSV category, and you want to move that or just sort of change it and correct it, it will do it most of the time, but it does have a tendency to give you a GPU crash error. So it's not the most stable. I'm sure it's a work in progress, and big thanks to the developer, who's probably just going to keep updating this and knocking out any tweaks and any bugs, sorry. And there you go, that is a quick look at Hex-Flow Launcher. It doesn't get rid of your original launcher. It's still there. I'm sure there is a way of making it the default one so it will boot straight to it, but that is Hex-Flow Launcher. If you're looking for an alternative interface for your PlayStation Vita, then give it a look, but bear in mind that it does have a fair few bugs that still need to be sorted out. But if, like me, you're not a fan of the bubble interface, and just sort of organising things on that bubble interface is really tricky and time consuming. Like I said, I was trying to put my icons into folders, so you've got to drag and pull and drop, and then it drops in the wrong place. At least with the CoverFlow, the Hex-Flow Launcher, it's neatly organised. You just scroll through. All of the game cover art comes in. You can change the cover art if you particularly want to, but it found all of the ones that I needed. And there you go, that is a quick summary and a quick look at Hex-Flow Launcher. You can get it online. Just download the VPK file, move it across to your Vita, and then just install it that way. You will need, obviously, a modded PlayStation Vita, but there you go, that is Hex-Flow Launcher. Link, like, subscribe, enjoy.